Hello and welcome to EET 075 Human Machine Interface. I'm Michael Beavers. We are getting ready to do Lab 2 and we'll try to run through parts 1, 2, and 3 all together. Alright, first let's open up Wonderware InTouch, and I'm going to go to the Windows icon here and double click and scroll down to Wonderware InTouch. And there's our application called Valves. Let's double click on that. And there's Valves already checked, so I'll click OK. Alright, so we've got our valve icon and our valve button, and we are getting ready to make a new tag name. So I'm going to double click on the tag name dictionary and I'm going to click New. This is going to be a discrete tag, which is an on-off. So I'm going to type MD tag for memory discrete. I will change its type to memory discrete. I'll click OK. You'll notice that its initial value is going to be off when we first start up. Once I've made the tag, I want to click Save. Make sure that when you make new tags, you click Save, and when you're getting ready to make a new tag, you actually click New. If you don't, you're just going to write over the tag name that was there. Alright, let's go take a look at our new tag. I'll hit Select, scroll down to the bottom, and there it is, MD tag. Alright. We're going to associate our new tag with this valve icon. We're going to use that tag value to change the color of the tag. So I'm going to double click and I'm going to go to Fill Color Discrete. I'm going to double click in the box and put in our new tag and click OK. We want to set our on color to green and our off color to red. So anytime MD tag is a 0 or off or false, it's going to be red. Anytime MD tag or the value in MD tag is a 1, we're going to make it green. Now we've done that, we're going to go to the button and associate the tag with the button. So this is going to be a touch push button, discrete value, which means when I press the button, it's going to change from 0 to 1 or from 1 to 0. We're going to set it to toggle so that the first time I press it, it's going to go from 0 to 1. The next time it's going to go from 1 to 0. So every time you push it, it will change from 0 to 1 or 1 to 0. Alright, tag name. Let's double click in the box, go down to MD tag and click OK. And we'll click OK. So what we have now is a button that can change the tag's value from 0 to 1 and a valve icon that changes color based on that 1 or 0. So I'll go to Runtime. You'll notice that it started off with 0, so the tag is red. When I click this button, it should change green. There we go, it's green, back to red. Alright, so I'm going to give you a little bit of time to go ahead and put in all the other tag names that are in the lab, and then we'll meet right back here and we'll carry on. Okay, welcome back. Hopefully you've put in all the tag names that needed to be added, and we are moving on to part 2. In part 2, we are actually going to delete one of the tags that we made. So how exactly do we do that? Well, there are a few parts we have to do. First of all, we got to close all windows. So I'm going to close this window. We have to make sure that none of our other windows are open. So this is Window Maker. We have to make sure that our runtime window, I'll start it up real quick, Window Viewer is not running. So I'll go ahead and shut it down. Then we'll go to Special, Update Use Counts. It can take a while. It usually doesn't take any time at all. It's already done. I'll click OK. And special, delete unused tags. So there's all the tags that you've created. You haven't used any of them yet. We're going to delete tag MD tag 2. You'll notice your original MD tag isn't in here because it's still being used. So I'm going to hit MD tag 2. I'm going to press delete. It tells me that MD tag 2 is going to be deleted, and I'm going to click OK. It is now gone. We'll go take a look. We'll go to the tag name dictionary. We'll go to select, and we'll look at the bottom, and you'll notice you've got MD tag 3, our message tag, our MI tag, and MR tag, but the MD tag 2 we just deleted is now gone. That's how you delete a tag in Wonderware InTouch. So let's move right on to part 3. I'm going to open up our valve window again, and we're going to add a slider. So go to the wizard over here on the left. We're going to go down to sliders. I'll pick vertical slider and OK. Now I can place that on the screen. I'm going to double click it to get to the parameters, and you'll see analog tag up there. I'm going to delete that and double click and go down and select our MI tag. There it is. We're going to change this to temperature. And we'll leave everything else the way it is, and I'll click on OK. Now when I adjust this slider, it's going to change the variable MI tag from 0 to 100. Let's go add something we can see it change. Let's go to the wizard, and this time let's go to meters. Let's add a panel meter. I'll click OK. I'll put that panel meter right beside there. Let's double click to open up the parameters. Double click the analog. Let's go down and associate it with MI tag. So now it's going to display the 0 to 100 that our slider is going to put on there. Let's change this label to temp meter. We'll leave the maximum as 60 for right now. And we'll click OK. So what should happen is when I adjust this meter, adjust this slider, it should change the meter. Now you'll notice that we only go up to 60 on this meter. So when we get to 60 on the slider, we're going to be maxed out. Let's try it. I went to runtime, and sure enough, when I get to 60, we have maxed out. Let's go back to development. Let's change our temp meter to 120. Click OK. We'll go back to runtime, and what's going to happen now, when I get the slider all the way to 100, you'll notice that our temperature meter is on 100. Our valve should still change color. And we are moving the slider up and down, and that changes our meter. Alright, so we went through Lab 2, Part 1, where we made some tags, Part 2, where we figured out how to delete some tags, and then we did Part 3, where we actually used a different type of value. Instead of a discrete, we used an integer. We're going to do one more thing. We're going to click the text. I'll click right there, and I'm going to put a number sign. Now we're going to double click on the number sign. This is going to be a value display analog. So this is an analog value rather than on and off. An analog value can vary between any two numbers. Again, I'm going to go click the MI tag. There we go. Oops. Now what's going to happen is, as we vary this number, it's going to actually show us the value as a number. Let's go to runtime. There we go. You'll see it change. Sometimes I like to put that right up here on my meter. All right, there you go. Lab 2, parts 1, 2, and 3.